They do what they're told to do.
Wait for it.
The big power is Newsom in California, and Newsom's next. Hey, Gavin, they're coming for you. Pritzker's going to get destroyed, and Trump will bring down, and I'm going to predict it here, he will bring down Letitia James and Alvin Bragg because they went on a crusade to destroy him. And President Trump is not a forgiving man.
All right, let's get into this. Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly just dropped some absolute bombshells here on the PBD podcast on what's really happening with Trump's defamation lawsuit, New York's legal battles, and the bigger political play at work. This isn't just about one lawsuit. This is about power, retaliation, and how the Justice Department is shifting its focus. If you're not paying attention, you should be. Let's break it down and see what Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly have to say.
By the way, Rob, there's a clip I put in my notes. If you can pull this off, there's something going on right now with New York. Bill O'Reilly said something I think everybody should watch. I'm going to first read this story, then I'm going to go to this clip.
Cuomo, Pat?
It's unbelievable. Let me read this to you first. Here's what it is, okay? So the story is, Rob, what page is that on? Let me see if I have the page. Is it an addendum? It's an addendum. Okay. So you're next. DOJ files lawsuit against New York Hochul Letitia James over immigration, okay? This is an NBC story, and here's what it looks like, okay? Attorney General Pam Bondi announced that the Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against New York City Hochul, Attorney General Letitia James, and DMV Commissioner Mark Schroeder, stating this is a new DOJ, Rob. If you have the clip of this first, then we'll go to Bill O'Reilly's. This is a new DOJ, and we are taking steps to protect Americans. New York has chosen to prioritize.
Yeah, see, this is the shift Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly have been talking about. This isn't the same DOJ that's been playing defense for blue states. This is an aggressive move to push back against states prioritizing illegal immigrants over actual American citizens. And honestly, it's about time. You can't just ignore federal law and expect zero consequences.
Illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today. The lawsuit challenges New York's green light law, which allows undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's license and includes a provision requiring the DMV commissioner to notify them when a federal immigration agency requests their information. Bondi warns. President Trump has directed this to stop, and if you won't comply with federal law, you will be held accountable. We did to Illinois, strike one, strike two is New York. And if you are a state not complying with federal law, you are next. Get ready. Pam Bondi stood alongside Tammy Nobles and Angel Mom. Is this them talking? Did I just pretty much read everything she said?
Yes.
Okay, so don't worry about playing the clip. So then, by the way, she stands next to Tammy Nobles and Angel Mom, whose 20-year-old daughter was killed in Aberdeen, Maryland in July 2022 by someone from El Salvador who entered the country illegally months earlier in Texas. So that's this. Watch what Bill O'Reilly says on this whole thing, and then he ties Newsom in California at the end. Just watch this 3-minute clip. Go ahead, Rob.
Trump wants to get Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. That's what this story is all about.
This isn't some random legal maneuver. This is Trump making it personal, and honestly, I don't blame him. Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly have both been saying that the legal attacks on Trump weren't just about justice, they were about politics. Now, Trump is flipping the script, and Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, they should be very, very nervous right now.
Nothing else there. He went after Illinois because he wants to get Pritzker. Hates him.
Hates him.
And the way to do that is to deny the states of Illinois and New York the federal grant money. The New York Post reports today $8 billion is going to get held up by the Justice Department that would have flowed into New York State, which is running an astronomical deficit here, okay? So the easiest way to do this is to file civil suits against the governor and the attorney general. Then the question was, why is the mayor of New York left out? Because he doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. Trump wants to get Letitia James.
Good.
Hochul is just an ornament. Doesn't have any bad feeling toward Hochul, Trump. But Adams, the deal that was made, I don't know what Adams is giving Trump. I have to tell the audience up front. I don't know, and I don't use anonymous sources, but I have gotten call after call after call that said, and all of these people have agendas who are calling me. They all have agendas, all right? And they're saying that Adams knows where the bodies are buried with James and Bragg.
Wow. Listen.
Just throwing it out for
watching.
your consumption. I'm not reporting it to be true, but it kind of makes sense, right?
Well, it's kind of weird that, like, you can say he has no power, but he's in charge of the city. And when they went after Pritzker in Illinois, they named Chicago and they went after mayor. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, if you're going after the city of Chicago, you name the mayor.
No, Johnson and Adams have no power whatsoever. None. They do what they're told to do. The real power lies in the state legislature. Now, in both Illinois and New York, the state legislature gives the big middle finger to Homeland Security. Because blank you, maybe Anderson Cooper could articulate it a little more than I am.
Haha, man. This is exactly why Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly's takes hit so hard. They're cutting through the nonsense. These state legislatures don't care about Homeland Security, federal law, or actual safety. It's all about politics and control. Meanwhile, the DOJ is stepping in and saying, nope, you don't get to pick and choose which laws you follow. Love to see it.
By using some vernacular.
Wait for it.
But that's what's happening. And the Trump administration knows that these mayors, I mean, this is like the utility infielder on the New York Yankees who plays maybe 3 innings a week. These guys have no power. They do what they're told to do.
Wait for it.
The big power is Newsom in California. Newsom's next. Hey, Gavin, they're coming for you. Pritzker's going to get destroyed, and Trump will bring down, and I'm going to predict it here, he will bring down Letitia James and Alvin Bragg because they went on a crusade to destroy him. And President Trump is not a forgiving man.
Wow. So, I mean, yeah, this is major. Patrick Bet-David and Bill O'Reilly are laying it all out. This is about power, money, and payback. Trump isn't just fighting back. He's going after the people who tried to bury him. And the bigger question, who's next? Because this fight is far from over.